is Vikas Junjunwala. I am a father. I have a beautiful daughter named Prisha who lives with her mother in Calcutta. Unfortunately, for the past few months, since June 2018, I have not been able to meet or even speak with my daughter because my ex-wife, her mother, is illegally preventing me from meeting my child. I have filed a case in the courts in Calcutta, trying to get an order of visitation so that I can meet my daughter. Unfortunately, my ex-wife knows very well that courts in India are slow, and there are ways in which you can delay cases, thereby preventing me from seeing my daughter. As well as even if I do get an order to see my daughter, oftentimes judges can be biased, especially against fathers, seeing fathers as only ATMs, and not really seeing the importance of the father spending time with his son or daughter. And therefore, orders of visitation are often very limited, say once a month, and even the location can be very limiting for a child, such as having to meet on the court premises. On the other hand, medical opinion is very clear that it is critical for the psychological development of a child to have considerable time with both the father and the mother. Unfortunately, as happens in many of these cases, along with preventing access of the child with the non-custodial parent, the custodial parent often, due to their anger, also end up bad-mouthing the non-custodial parent, in this case myself, as well as brainwashing the child, in this case my daughter, against the father, which might seem normal, and oftentimes the court does not pay serious attention to this. But again, medical opinion is very, very clear that this has serious adverse psychological effects on the child, and the effects are similar to sexual abuse of the child. The long-term effects of this on the child are devastating and include things such as anxiety, depression, inability to form relationships, post-traumatic stress disorder, drug abuse, addictions, etc., etc., low self-esteem. So so clearly the impact, the psychological impact on the child is very severe, and there is a syndrome, there's a name given to this, which is called parental alienation syndrome. Therefore, I would really request that the Indian judicial system lay down very clear guidelines for two things. One, that there be something called shared parenting, where the child has equal time, or at least 33%, one-third of the time, to the non-custodial parent, so that the child has the full ability to be able to experience the love and the care of both parents. And this is critical for the healthy psychological development of the child. And number two, that the courts recognize parental alienation syndrome as an extremely serious problem, similar to sexual abuse of a child. Seek medical help in order to diagnose the same, and in the instance that they find it, take serious action to prevent further abuse of the child. I really believe that if these steps are taken, then we will be doing the right thing, for not just for the parents, but also especially for the child. problems such as these, problems such as separation, divorce, etc., are increasing in the Indian context and reaching serious proportions. So unless the judicial system is able to reform itself and get up to speed, and have clear guidelines on these issues, unfortunately, we will end up having a large number of children who are traumatized and who are psychologically damaged through no fault of their own. So really, this is a very serious issue that I hope will be taken up by the Indian judicial system. Thank you so much.